Before we begin today's conversation, I want to invite you into what I call a restoration moment. This is where we slow down together. For the next few minutes, you don't have to perform, you don't have to pretend you're okay. You don't have to carry everyone else's expectations, right? You get to simply be. Because every transformation begins with one honest conversation. And my hope is that today's conversation helps you remember the woman God created you to be before life convinced you she was someone else. So let's begin. Can I ask you something? Have you ever looked at your life and thought, how did I end up here again? Different relationship, different damn friendship, different opportunity, and yet somehow the same damn disappointment, the same heartbreak, the same feeling that you're constantly starting over, right? For a long time, I thought something was wrong with me. Maybe I wasn't smart enough. Maybe I wasn't strong enough. Or maybe I just kept choosing the wrong people. My picker was off, as they would say. Maybe you thought that too. Maybe you thought that too. Maybe you are quietly asking yourself, why does this keep happening to me? I know that I've asked myself that a time or two in the past. And if you have, I need you to hear this before we go any further. You are not broken, but I do believe you've been believing something about yourself that wasn't never true. And today, we're going to talk about it. So, welcome to Resilient Confidence Podcast. I'm Coach KD. I help emotionally exhausted women rebuild confidence by restoring something even deeper, their identity. Because I don't believe confidence is the greatest transformation. I believe identity restoration is. When a woman remembers who she is, she begins trusting herself again. Right? Her boundaries become stronger. I believe that her standards become healthier. I also believe her confidence follows naturally. And today we're answering one question. Why do I keep believing I'm the problem? Have you ever noticed what happens after you've been hurt enough damn times? You stop questioning what happened. And you start questioning yourself, right? We've all been there. Instead of asking, why did they treat me that way, right? We begin asking, what's wrong with me? I know that place. I've been there a time or two myself. Not because I studied it, but because I've actually lived it. There was a season when I honestly believed I was a common denominator. Maybe I loved too hard. Maybe I expected too damn much, right? Nah. Maybe I was just too much. Nah. If you've ever felt that way, I want you to know you're not alone. There are a lot of us out there, right? That one day that changed everything, I started to ask myself. Everything changed with just one question. Instead of asking, what's wrong with me? I felt God ask me, who told you that? Who told you your value depends on who stayed? Who told you rejection determines your worth? Who told you another person's inability to love you well gets to become your identity? Somewhere along the line, many of us stopped believing the truth, and we started believing the pain. Pain becomes our loudest teacher. But pain isn't always telling the truth. That's how identity slips away. It slips away overnight. It slips away little by little. Disappointment after disappointment. Compromise after compromise. Until one day you don't recognize yourself any damn more. And that's not because you yourself have disappeared. Hell no. It's because you've been surviving. So where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Here's the answer. We stop trying to fix ourselves and we start remembering ourselves. And there's a difference. The goal isn't becoming someone new. The goal is returning to the woman God, yes Lord, created you to be. Because every time you ignore your intuition, stay where your peace was damn disappearing, or abandon yourself just to keep someone else comfortable, you weren't just losing a relationship. You were losing connection with yourself. But here's the good news. What has been buried can be uncovered, right? The woman you're searching for isn't gone. She's underneath the fear, underneath the people pleasing. She is underneath the disappointments, right? She's still there waiting for you to remember. However, she's just still waiting. So here's a coaching exercise I would like to offer you today. Before today ends, I want you to grab a notebook and at the top of that page write, before life convinced me I was someone else, I was. Who were you? Then keep writing. Don't edit yourself. Don't overthink it. Just remember. Because healing doesn't begin the day you become someone new. Believe me, I know. Healing begins the day you remember the woman God created you to be. So, baby, stop asking people to prove your worth. Your worth was settled long before they had any damn opinion. Before we end, I want you to sit with one question. What story about yourself have you been repeating simply because you've heard it for so long? Maybe it's I'm not enough. Maybe it's I'm too much. I'll never change. And now ask yourself one more question. Who taught me to believe that? Was it God? Or was it pain? Because pain is definitely loud. But pain doesn't get the final word. Here's today's confidence truth. Your circumstances can change overnight. But your value, now baby, that's permanent. Don't let temporary disappointment rewrite an eternal truth about who you are. You are not too broken to rebuild. You are not too far gone to heal. And you are not too late to begin again. You're not starting over. You're starting with wisdom. And there's a difference. I truly, truly do believe so. So, if today's conversation encouraged you, make sure you're back for the next episode. Because we're answering another question many women never think to ask. Why does chaos sometimes feel like chemistry? Until then, I'm Coach KD, and remember, confidence isn't something you find. It's someone you remember. I'll see you in the next conversation, and I love you, and God bless you.